Yeah, I tell you, I'm thrilled for these ladies. From day one, they've been determined, and they backed it up. I think we beat a really good team today, a really good defensive and rebounding team. You know, I watch them, and we played them twice. You know, how in the heck are we ever going to score? Well, we didn't score all that much, but boy, on the other end, it's a typical game we had with them. It was just tough to get baskets, and they never really got any runs going. We just did a great job defensively. Everybody played, just talked and competed, and as big as anything was the boards. They're a great rebounding team, and I think pretty sure we won the battle of the boards. So pretty proud. Would not have guessed the two margins that coming into this tournament with the way this league was, as competitive as it was, and how many good teams, and so I'm thankful. Well, defense was good, and I think we were up, you know, it just got up to 15 or something and stayed there. They never got any runs, you know, which is what you're trying to stop. Of course, late they had to put us on the foul line because we were being patient and taking care of the ball, and we made all our free throws. So might have made another field goal or two if we got some shots up. But, you know, we've won, and Northern Colorado has too. They've won some games when they didn't shoot very well. We're definitely, defense is the key, and although we got off to a good start, I think Jordy started us with a 3 again like she did last night, and then we built a little lead and never gave it back.
Kenzie, you guys stretched the lead, I think, all the way to 18. You hit a big 3, got the crowd going, pumping your fist. You know, was that a moment where you kind of knew that if you guys were to put it in cruise control there, you could kind of skate home and get the win?
Yeah, definitely, but at the same time, you know, they're a great team and they can score quick, and they have a lot of players that have the ability to take over a game, and, you know, honestly, I didn't feel like we really won it until we actually did win it, and it's just a great feeling.
Katie, could you just talk about, it just seemed like even from the beginning of the season, nothing short of the NCAA tournament was going to do for this group. Can you just talk about your determination in this tournament?
Yeah, gosh, thinking back to this fall and just talking to people, you know, we were determined, and I've said it many times, we did set out on a mission, you know, back in, September, you know, and it's a long season, and it was a day-by-day process, but you know, the goal was to host, you know, and that happened, but, you know, that it wasn't enough. You know, we weren't satisfied with that. You know, we always stayed hungry, and, you know, we've battled a lot the past year, and for Kenzie and I the past 4 years. And, you know, to finish it like this with such amazing support and with an amazing team and coaches, and, you know, there's no other feeling like it in the world, so.
Robin, you guys had 19 second chance points. Can you talk about the work you guys did on the offensive glass?
Well, we certainly were emphasizing rebounding because they're a great rebounding team. They led the league in rebounding their opponents, and probably got us the first 2 times on the board. So it's a mark of a team's not going to be denied. You know, they're going to go after it, and they're going to get it, and they're going to be strong, and they're going to be tough, and you know, just we prevailed today, and. You know, proud of my team. A lot of teams start wanting to be where we are, and you don't always get to be where we are. And a lot of people work hard to get there, and it's a thrill for a coach to have the kids he's dealing with get the experience in it. And I'm excited for them.
Kenzie, did you think of a better way to end your career here at home than an MVP and a trip to the big dance?
No, I honestly couldn't be happier right now. I'm so proud of my team and so thankful that I came here and had the opportunity to play with amazing teammates and have amazing coaches, and we're going dancing, so I can't wait.
I just had one last question for Robin. You've been coach for 35 years. Have you ever had confetti falling on you?
That was the first. I never had fireworks either. About scared the heck out of me on the national anthem. And I have to make a comment. I did know that people do work on Saturday. I just hoping that a lot of people got off work on Saturday and we'd get a big crowd. And the crowd was awesome today. That's 40. I don't know what it's 41,000. Or 44,100, but oh my gosh, you can't. When we get started and going, I've been in there when it's sold out too, and there's not much difference with the amount of noise going on. What an atmosphere and thrill for the kids to play in front of.
Coach, I was just gonna see if you could give us an update on Shanae.
Yeah, I don't. You know, we don't know for sure. She's going to get an MRI. She's had 2 ACLs in her life, and so I'm not sure. I don't know if you noticed when she was leaving us, she was saying, "Go get him."
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think she knew she was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And she's playing pretty good, and she's a heck of a teammate already.
Yeah.
You know, Katie and Kenzie, if you guys could comment on when that happened, you know, that's a time sometimes when you can, you know, you get caught up and you can lose focus. You know, this probably isn't the right phrase to use, but did you kind of feed off of that? I mean, think we gotta get this partly for her.
Katie first.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I remember having torn my ACL freshman year. Just the look in her eyes, you know, of that pain, but also just the look in her eyes of "you go get them," you know, it just fired me up. And I looked at Kenzie and I said, "We're doing this," and you know, you know, we've been pumped up all game. You know, we've been pumped up all season for that. But you know, those moments like that, those are special. And you know, my heart goes out for Shanae. I love her. She's, you know, she comes into this program and she makes a difference in the game. So, you know, when something like that happens, yeah, I mean, it means a lot.
Yeah, Shanae's an amazing player. You know, she's been my backup too the whole season, and she's not much of a backup because she's as good as a starter. I mean, she's an amazing player, an amazing shooter, and you know, it was tough seeing her go down. I think we all got a little bit emotional when we saw her say "let's go" as she was getting up, and we all wanted to win it for her, and you know, we won, so it's awesome.
Coach, it just seems like every game, one of the two girls on one side of you here is always the one that ends up being the star. It's one or the other every night. Can you just talk about the two of them and what they do every night?
Well, they've had great senior years. You know, they've had great careers, but they both upped at another level this year. They both had huge games, but when they aren't having huge games, they're just really good players with all the other things they do. So there's a reason, you know, having 4 seniors and some senior leadership, it does make a difference. And I think that was our edge this year in this competitive league, in this tournament, that made enough of a difference. And it doesn't always, because just because they get older, that doesn't mean they get better. But these two spend a lot of hours getting better. They work to get better, and they deserve this.
Coach, can you just talk about now transitioning to the national tournaments? And
Well, it's going to be exciting. Monday night, we'll see where we go and who gets us or who we get. Always have a little bit of an idea, but you never know for sure. Hoping we're close so family and friends can get there. Based on the last time we were in the NCAA, which was 2 years ago, we had a chance to win in the last minute. So that hasn't always been the case, but that's what it was last time. So that's the kind of frame we're going to go into.
Last question.
Katie, this is along the same lines as that, but having played, you know, in an NCAA tournament before, what's the mindset going back to the dance this year?
Gosh, you know, we're gonna, you know, live it up, live in the moment. Obviously, I mean, it doesn't happen every so often. There's thousands of teams that try to get into this tournament, you know, and we get to do this because we earned it. And I really, just for me, you know, come into it as the underdog. We're gonna be the underdog. I already know that, but you know, we're a special team. We have a special program here, and we can do anything. And I'm especially excited for the younger girls to just experience it, because I remember being a younger girl, looking up to Sarah and Jessa and Steph, you know, leading us to the tournament, and how just amazing that was. So for them to experience it, you know, and taste it, so that, you know, the future, you know, they can want it just as bad too.